Hey guys, welcome back. We are going to check out the third and fourth pages of your major scale packet. Your third page might look like, not like that, might look like this, or it might look like this, depending on how your page was stapled. So you can check that out. There's going to be a lot of videos coming today and tomorrow. Because we missed a day yesterday because of SAT and also the Monday off, we're not going to have our minor scale packet due right on Monday. We'll talk about it today in class and tomorrow in class, but just so you don't freak out, don't worry, it's not due right on Monday. We're going to talk about it. So check this out. Your third page or fourth page might look like this or like this. We're going to look at this page first. And this is the one where they give you a note, and it has the scales on top, just like the second page. But this is what we're really worried about. So it gives you a note, and it tells you the scale degree. So what you need for this, tools you need, are the order of the major scale. And I know this is backwards because of the video, but this is a 2, not a 6. So this is the order of the major scale, how the major scale is set up. So between the first and second note of any major scale ever, you have a whole step. Between the second and third, you have a whole step. Third and fourth, half step. Fourth and fifth, you have a whole step. Fifth and sixth, whole step. Sixth and seventh, whole step. And between the seventh and the eighth note, you have a half step. So this is what you need to memorize. And whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. It's going to change your life. So this is the major scale. The minor scale is set up differently, and we'll talk about that in class and also in the next couple of videos. But this is the major scale, and it's always going to be this way. So the way you figure this out, this bottom part, is we're just going to take the first example, and they give you a note. They tell you it's the third scale degree. 5. And actually, I have the wrong sheet, so it might not be the first on your paper, but you can check it out anyways and apply it to whatever note you're looking at. So this is what you see, or this is what I see. It's a note with a scale degree on top. What you have to do is figure out the first note. So an easy way to do this, what you can start by doing, is if you take this third degree, you're going to look up here, find the third note, and work your way backwards to find the first note. That's what you want to find, is note number 1. So if you take this 3, you're going to go down a whole step to find 2, and down another whole step to find 1. So you're going down 2 whole steps from this note, and that's going to be your starting note. Then you want to write out that starting note scale. So if you have your handy-dandy band handbook, this is awesome, really useful. What you can do is find that note. So we have a, what do we have, D. So we look at our D, boom, and we say, all right, I have to go down 2 whole steps. So whole step number 1, what you want to do is go down 2 keys, including all black keys, white keys, whatever. So we go down 2 keys for a whole step. You go down 1 key for a half step, 2 for a whole step. So we're on D, we're going to go down a whole step, 2 piano keys. So 1, 2. There's our first whole step. So we went from D to C, and that's a whole step. Cool. So we did 1. So that's our second note. And then we're going to go down a second whole step. So we have C, down 1, and down 2. So now we have B flat, or A sharp. Stick with the simplest key, so you're probably not going to be an A sharp major, because you never really see that. But B flat major, that's pretty common. So look at B flat, and that's your starting key. So you're going to write out the scale for B flat major. The way you can also tell if you're in a sharp or a flat key is if you look at the note that they give you and see if that would be sharp or flat in the key signature. So in C sharp major, we have so many sharps, we actually have every sharp, that D sharp would be sharped in B sharp major, or C sharp major. But in B flat major, it's natural. So you can think of it that way too. If it would be sharp or it would be flat in this crazy key, but it's not in the note that they give you, then it's probably in the less crazy key. So if you have a question on that, let me know. But since we just have a D in C sharp major, D would be sharp. So we are in, I messed that up, B flat major. So we're in B flat major, not A sharp major. So that's how you figure that out. Go down a whole or a half step, and then you're going to write out that scale. So we have B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B flat. And that's what your answer would look like. I know it's confusing because it's backwards. It's freaking me out, but it's okay. So that is how you figure that out. We'll do one more example with a weirder one, and then we'll check out the back page. All right, so say we have the fifth note, so we'll do some more counting. We're going to take, let's do G. So say you see this fifth note as a G. How you'd figure that out? It's the same exact way. So you go up here to your whole half, whole half. You find note 5, and you're going to work backwards to 1. So fifth note, we have to go down a whole step to find 4, down a half step to find 3, down a whole step to find 2, and down another whole step to find 1, which is what we're looking for. So if we take that fifth note in our handy dandy band handbook, we're going to start on G right here, and we're going to start with a whole step down. So we take G, and we're looking for a whole step to find the fourth note. So we go down, 1, 2, there's our whole step. So that's our fourth note, F. Then we have to go down a half step to find 3. So a half step, just one key. So we just go down 1. All right, that's easy. Then we're going to go down a whole step to find 2. So we go down 1, 2. This is the second note. And then we go down one more whole step to find our first note. So 1, 2. And we're on C. So we're actually in C major. This is the best key, no sharps or flats. So on our book, we would write out the C major scale. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So it looks something like that. Ignore that note. So that's how you figure out which note you're starting on. Use this piano keyboard, and after a while you'll be able to see it in your head. So you won't have to use something written out, and you'll just be able to visualize it and say, oh, I know that between E and F is a half step. I know that B flat to C is a whole step. After a while, you'll just be able to see it in your brain, but it just takes some practice. So look at that piano keyboard, and that's going to help you out a lot. All right, so I'm going to post another video about the last page, the third page, and we'll talk about supertonics, tonics, dominants, and all of that stuff. So good luck. This is the third page of the worksheet, and we're going to talk about minors today in class. And if you have any questions, like always, feel free to ask people who are in the class or send a message on Schoology to me or anybody else. So happy worksheeting and good luck.